Coffee is the perfect way to kickstart your day. That's because coffee is a pick-me-up and helps those who drink it get through the day. How much do you know about coffee? Coffee is packed with substances that may help safeguard against type 2 diabetes or heart failure. Let's discuss a few amazing facts about coffee. Coffee boosts energy levels. Coffee is high in the stimulant caffeine, which boosts energy levels by improving metabolic rate and fighting fatigue. It also enhances the release of adrenaline, the energy hormone for your brain. Caffeine stops the receptors of a neurotransmitter NUPUs called adenosine. Your nervous system manages adenosine levels. And when you get to a dangerously high level, the brain slows down, making you want to take a nap or stop what you're doing. After drinking coffee, adenosine stops, and the level of the neurotransmitters anstey, like dopamine in your brain, increases, improving your energy. Performance. A study on cycling participants hours after having caffeine found that coffee increased time to exhaustion by 12% during a cycling exercise and drastically reduced fatigue levels. Another study had similar results, but was conducted on golf performance. It was found that consuming caffeine before and during a round of golf enhanced performance, reduced feelings of fatigue, and increased subjective energy levels. Coffee is a fruit. Coffee is not grown the same way tea plantations are with harvesting the leaves. Coffee comes from cherries, fruit that have seeds and are not part of the plant like the root. Coffee plants generate these fruits so the beans can grow inside them. This can provide two kinds of berries, either red or green. Red berries have a more pleasing aroma and are less acidic, being the go-to preference for lighter roasted coffee. Combinations of coffee like this are highly sought after worldwide, but those who consume this type of coffee generally do not enjoy coffee from red or green berries. Coffee enhances athletic performance. Coffee can be dehydrating, which is one of the main reasons fitness experts recommend avoiding coffee pre- and post-workout. However, a recent study suggests that moderate caffeine intake before exercise improves people's endurance, and decreases their perceived exertion. Next up, did you know that coffee is a performance enhancer for athletes looking to raise their strength and energy levels? Another study with around 125 older adults noted that drinking coffee was associated with much improved physical performance and faster gait speed, even after researchers had taken the factors like age, fat, and physical activity levels. Let's talk about managing your weight. Caffeine may also help with managing weight, staying fit, and reducing obesity. Coffee supports gut health and alters fat storage, benefiting weight management and heart health. A recent review found that men with lower body fat consume coffee as part of their routine. More research proves this has an identical effect on women. Another study concluded that people who consume more than 1 cup of coffee per day were almost 20% more likely to get their recommended physical activity done than those with less than 1 cup per day. But try to keep it sugar-free. Coffee can protect you from type 2 diabetes. Type 2 diabetes is a chronic disease that affects how the body reacts to sugar. When blood sugar stays high, it can lead to several health problems. Having coffee may help you reduce the risk of developing type 2 diabetes. A review found that people who consume coffee are at a lower risk of developing type 2 diabetes than people who do not have coffee, which holds true whether the coffee is caffeinated or not. Coffee protects the functionality of the beta cells in the pancreas, which produces the insulin that regulates your blood sugar levels. Coffee also contains magnesium, which benefits your body by breaking down sugar. Did you know that your liver likes coffee? Liver disease is a severe condition that can lead to life-threatening health complications, including cirrhosis. Increasingly, coffee may support liver health and guard against disease. A cup of coffee reduces the risk of dying from chronic liver disease by 15%. If you are an avid coffee drinker, then you may be pleased to know that drinking 4 cups per day lowers the risk of dying from liver disease by around 70%. A study found that drinking more than 2 cups of coffee daily lowers the risk of liver cancer and liver scarring if you live with liver disease. Coffee also decreases liver stiffness, which is linked to the formation of scar tissue. Coffee can lower the risk of depression. Some studies have shown that drinking coffee lowers your risk of depression and helps reduce symptoms. Every cup of coffee you consume daily reduces the risk of depression by 8%. One study showed more than 200,000 novice people drinking coffee were associated with a lower risk of death by suicide. Another study noted that having at least 4 cups of coffee was linked to a significantly lower risk of depression than people who drink just 1 cup daily. Your skin also benefits from drinking coffee. Coffee beans contain polyphenols, like chlorogenic acids called CGA that may have antimicrobial and anti-inflammatory effects, which can protect you from photoaging. You can apply liquid coffee on your skin or as a scrub made from the grounds. This can help you with skin problems like psoriasis, eczema, and acne. Coffee also supports the heart. Coffee can help improve your overall heart health. Drinking 3 to 5 cups of coffee in a day shields you against heart disease, improves overall heart health, and reduces the risk of death by cardiovascular complications. One review showed that drinking close to 4 cups of coffee daily decreases the risk of stroke by 21%. Another study of nearly 21,000 NOS people also found that high coffee intake dramatically decreases the risk of heart failure. Coffee can shield you against Alzheimer's disease, a progressive brain disorder that affects your thinking power and leads to memory loss. Sadly, there is no cure at the moment, but early diagnosis and treatment can definitely slow its progression. It can also help reduces the risk of Parkinson's disease. Parkinson's disease is also a progressive neurological condition that leads to a struggle with balance and movement. Like Alzheimer's, there is currently no cure for it, but treatments exist to slow down the progression. If you are a regular coffee drinker, then you are at a significantly lower risk of developing Parkinson's disease, and coffee may also slow disease progression. Additionally, limited coffee consumption could lower the risk of dementia and cognitive decline. All these facts do not mean you should readily increase the amount of coffee you consume. For some, coffee can cause irritability, anxiety, or nervousness in high doses. It can also affect sleep quality and cause insomnia. If you have hypertension, coffee can raise your blood pressure. Avoid coffee if you are pregnant or breastfeeding. So, how much coffee is considered healthy and how much is too much? 2 to 3 medium-sized cups per day are okay if they are without milk, cream, and sugar. Caffeine affects everyone differently. If you start experiencing any adverse side effects, consider cutting your coffee intake accordingly. It is essential to understand that even the most rigorous scientific studies are subjective. So by all means, enjoy your morning cup of joe, but interpret these facts with caution. How do you take your coffee in the morning? Let us know in the comments section below.